Hari Om kids! In the last session of Adi Guru Shankaracharya, we learned that after child Shankar left home and endured a long and painful journey, he had the darshan of Brahmagyani saint Govindpad Acharyaji. And with the recitation of the divine stuti or praise by Shankar, Saint Govindpad came out of his samadhi. The saint opened his eyes and looked. Child Shankar was sitting humbly bowing at his feet. The saint, who was omniscient or trikaldarshi, came to know that this child is the incarnation of Bhagwan, and he has been incarnated for the restoration of dharma in Bharat. The Yogi Raj smiled, looking at him. And after some time, the Yogi Raj recovered and came out of the cave. He talked to the old sannyasis who had been waiting for him for so many years and provided them with divine discourse. Seeing the child Shankar, he said, "This is the same child, sannyasi, on whom I have spent hundreds of years in samadhi to preach Brahma Vidya. This child sannyasi will spread Vedant in all of Bharat." He lovingly caressed Shankar's head and said, "Child, how do you know that I was waiting for you?" Shankar said, "Gurudev, when I was in Gurukul, I had heard about you from my teacher, and since then I have accepted you as my Guru. Now please make me your disciple and grant me initiation into Vedant." The saint said, "O son, Vedant is very ancient. First of all, Maharushi Vedvyas had composed the Brahma Sutra. Then he taught Vedant to his disciple, son Shukdev. From Shukdev, his disciple, Govindpad Acharyaji, got this knowledge. And from Govindpad Acharyaji is my Guru. I received this knowledge from him, and I will impart this knowledge to you." The Yogi Raj made Shankar and all those other sannyasis his disciples. Then he offered the nectar of satsang to the people who had come for darshan from far and wide. Omkarnath then became known as a great holy place or a pilgrimage. ईश कृपा बिन गुरु नहीं, गुरु बिना नहीं ज्ञान, ज्ञान बिना आत्मा नहीं, गावे वेद पुराण. There is no guru without Bhagwan's grace, and there is no knowledge without a guru. There is no Atma without knowledge. Sing the Ved Puran. Let's start today's Bal Sanskar session by remembering Pujya Gurudev. Now all children will hum Omkar. Hari Now, children, we will do Tratak. Tratak increases our concentration and memory power. Now let's continue the story. Adishankaracharya, Disciples Test. Guru Govindpad Acharya accepted Bal Shankar as his disciple. The Gurudev said, "Son, first of all, I shall teach you hathyog. Hathyog is an ancient Indian method of meditation to stop the wanderings of the mind from going towards worldly objects and instead turn them inward towards the self. Once this is done, the Kundalini Shakti, or the serpent coil power within, awakens and arises through the nerves and activates the shashtrarth chakra, or the crown chakra with 1,000 petals. After practicing Hatha Yoga, or disciplined yoga, the child Shankar had attained many siddhis, or supernatural powers, like witnessing an event of an entire universe while sitting in one place, reading the minds of others, accomplishing many impossible tasks just by resolution. After a few months, Gurudev called Shankar and said, "Son, you have now mastered Hatha Yoga. Now I teach you Rajyog, the principle of yoga. To gather all the scattered energies and concentrate them for one supreme purpose is rajyog. You practice this rajyog for a few months." It often happens that a guru ashram, that when a Gurudev is more inclined towards one disciple, the jealousy of the other disciples is bound to happen. The same situation occurred here too. Therefore, Gurudev did a leela, or a play. He went into a cave to meditate. The rainy season was at its peak, and the Narmada river was flooded. All the villagers of the nearby area were scared and left the place with their cattle and families. The water level of the Narmada gradually rose to the height of the Gurudev's cave atop of the mountain. The flow of the Narmada water continued to rise. Yogi Raj's disciples got worried. One of the sannyasis said, "If the water enters Gurudev's caves, it'll disturb his meditation. What do we do to prevent this?" All the disciples looked at Shankar and spoke. "Bal Sannyasi, Guruji is meditating and the flood water has reached his cave. What should we do?" Shankar said, "Don't worry, the water will not go inside Guruji's cave." Shankar made a resolution in his mind and brought a pitcher, placing it at the entrance of the cave. The water from the Narmada started going into the pitcher instead of inside the cave, and as long as the flood continued, the water from the Narmada river kept flowing into the pitcher, but not into the cave. All the old sannyasis and other disciples surprisingly watched this supernatural miracle. The next day the flood ended and the water level of the Narmada was set to normal. Gurudev also opened his eyes. He knew everything, yet pretending to be unaware, he asked the disciples, "Is there any news to discuss with me?" The disciples narrated everything that happened about the flood, and the Gurudev said with a smile, "Child Shankar strictly followed my preachings and has delved deeply into sadhana. As a result, extraordinary powers such as riddhi and siddhi, prosperity and spiritual power have awakened within him." The disciples understood and felt reverence for Child Shankar. All those villagers who had left returned to the village. People started hailing Child Shankar all the way. The rest of the story, children, in the next session. Jai to devotee and Jai to Bhagwan.
Competition. Now's the turn of a knowledge and science competition. You will be asked a question and there will be 4 options to choose from. You will need to give the right answer in 10 seconds. The question is, where did Adishankaracharya establish the Sringeri Sharada Peeth? The options are A. Kashi, B. Dwarka, C. Karnataka, D. Kerala. The correct answer to the question will be revealed at the end of the session. Health tips. Stay healthy by using multani mitti, fuller's earth, instead of talcum powder. These days, talcum powder is used in many beauty products. Talcum powder is very light and its tiny particles can enter the body through breathing. This can cause wheezing, coughing, asthma, trouble breathing, lung irritation, pneumonia, and other lung problems for many people. When women use talcum powder on their private parts every day, it can increase the risk of getting ovarian cancer, so it's important to be careful when using it. Multani mitti, fuller's earth, is the best beauty product. When you bathe with multani mitti, your pores open up. If you want to feel fresh and stay healthy, you should rub and bathe well with multani mitti. If someone feels hot, has acidity, or burning eyes, they should make a paste of multani mitti and apply it. Sit for a while, then take a bath. It will help cool down the body and make you feel better. Mix multani mitti with potato juice and put it on your face. It will make your face look pretty and shiny. Activity. Now's the turn for the activity. Which rishi belongs to which time? Children, given below are the names of our ancient rishis. You need to tell which rishis are of the Ramayana time and which rishis are of the Mahabharata time. Let's see who can correctly finish first. Agastya Rishi, Rishi Parshuram, Rishi Maitreyi, Rishi Vedvyas, Rishi Sutji, Gautam Rishi, Parashar Rishi, Bharadwaj Rishi, Matang Rishi, Vashishta Rishi, Vishwamitra Rishi, Sukadev Rishi, Shringi Rishi, Sarbhanga Rishi. Questionnaire. Get ready for the questionnaire. Why was Saint Govindpad absorbed in meditation for hundreds of years? To whom did Maharshi Vedvyasji give the teachings of Vedanta to? Who was the Guru of Saint Govindpad? What is hathyog? What is rajyog? How did Guru Govindpad test all his disciples? What do we learn from today's story? What is the essence of the song Bhaja Govindam composed by Adi Guru Shankaracharya? What harm is caused by talcum powder? What are the benefits of multani mitti? Clay.
Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, today's Sanskar Kendra concludes. We will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om!
The correct answer to the question is C. Sringeri Sharada Peeth is the Dakshin Peeth among the 4 Peeths established by Shankaracharya. This was established in the region of Karnataka in Chikmagalur district at the banks of the Tunga River. The answers to the activity. The rishis of the Ramayana time were Shringi Rishi, Gautam Rishi, Rishi Parshuram, Matang Rishi, Agastya Rishi, Vishwamitra Rishi, Bharadwaj Rishi, Sarbhanga Rishi, Vishishta Rishi. The rishis of the Mahabharata time were Rishi Vedvyasji, Rishi Sudji, Parashar Rishi, Rishi Maitreyi.